Did you know that plastic molecules are so durable that it is practically impossible for it to go away at all? Well, according to Stanford Medicine EDU, in an article that was posted on January 29, 2025, it is said that an estimated around 10 to 40 million metric tons of plastic are released into the environment every year. If this trend continues every year and year, that number could eventually double by the year 2040 approaches. There may be ways to reduce these numbers, but according to some experts of the study, it is deemed for it to be really impossible for microplastics to be avoided at all cost. Today, I'd like to persuade you on why microplastics have become a worrisome threat to everyone and everywhere around us, especially our environment and our food. Today, I'll be going over the problems of microplastics, what it has caused, and ways we could find a solution to microplastics. The big problem with microplastics is the breakdown of microplastics have been impacting not only our terrestrial but our aquatic ecosystem as well. According to an article written by the National Institute of Health on May 26, 2022, it is said that microplastics can be found in soils worldwide, which alters the structure of soil that they are in. Additionally, microplastics have been an increasing danger to our aquatic system as well. According to an article written by WWF Australia on June 26, 2025, it is estimated that around 100,000 marine mammals die a year. It is also estimated that around 81 out of 123 marine mammal species have eaten or even been trapped inside of these plastics as well. What have been caused due to these problems, you might say? Well, humans are being exposed to these microplastic because of the consumption and ingestion of seafood alone. Additionally, in an article written by the National Library of Medicine on January 25, 2023, it was said that an average of around 39,000 to 52,000 microplastic particles have been consumed by just humans alone. Moreover, at least 267 species that include the marine life have been impacted, whether it can lead to injuries, consumption, or the death of the aquatic life as well. What can we do to stop this problem? Well, even though elimination of microplastics at all is practically impossible, there is a way that we can reduce the numbers of microplastic um, injuring and consumption instead. According to an article that was written by UC Davis, ran on May 13th, 2026, two ways that would help would be to start storing food in glass containers instead of using plastic containers. The other being to stop the use of plastic water bottles and instead use either tap or filtered. Overall, the ways to reduce this even more would be to just reduce the use of plastic alone and instead find alternative ways of those plastic stuff. And what is it? And microplastics have been such a harmful thing to our environment and to us and the animals as well. Which is why I wanted to persuade to you guys on why microplastics have become a worrisome threat to everything around us. And which is why I wanted to include the information about how what's it? how around 10 to 40 million metric tons of plastic particles are released into the environment every year, because that number may be increased or even doubled in the near future, and I want that number to eventually come to a stop and decrease year and year and year. That would be amazing, as microplastics would stop being a huge threat to our environment.